It's been 16 years, but finally Jason is back on our screens. Well, tiny screens, and it was just a giant advert for cider, but, you know, we'll get to that. Hey guys, it's me, your host, SuperSorrell. Thank you very much for tuning in. For those of you who don't know me, I am SuperSorrell. I do horror collectibles and movie reviews, or starting to do movie reviews. So let's talk Jason universe. So we can't call it Friday the 13th for legal reasons. Same as how Jason has to look slightly different. They had to change the amount of holes that were in the mask. They had to change the eye holes. They had to change the mask, more or less. It's a hockey mask. It resembles Jason, but it's not the same Jason. This felt almost like Friday the Friday 13th, the game, the movie, and we need to talk about it. So, Angry Orchard Cider is kind of in cahoots right now with the Jason universe for the Angry Orchard Cider crossover, and they sponsored this movie. And oh god, can you tell that they sponsored this movie? Angry Orchard Cider everywhere, and even a lot of foreshadowing with apples. Whatever. Creepy old man, load of teenagers. What I'm assuming is Camp Crystal Lake, but they didn't outright say it, I don't think. Yeah, it's very weird. So it has to change a lot from the source material because of legal reasons. So I kind of feel like, why bother at this point? You know what I mean? We can't have the real Jason. We're getting a version of Jason, almost. It's weird, man. Admittedly, the 13-minute vignette, I think they're calling it, not short movie, it was okay. It gave us a preview as to what's to come with the Jason universe, I think. There were some really gnarly kills in it, actually. I was actually really surprised at how gory and detailed they went in, to the fact that YouTube age-restricted the video. So that's interesting. The kills were pretty inventive. I liked the... there's going to be spoilers ahead, by the way. I liked the one in the boat. The one in the boat, like, it foreshadowed the original movie, with Jason coming out of the water, grabbing her and dragging her under. Loved that, but obviously this was the, full Jason, not like the kid Jason. It was like the proper Jason. Dragged her underwater. And I love the fact that the characters kept finding people around the camp already murdered by Jason. I liked that. You didn't always see Jason fully. They kind of kept him as snickets and snidbits, and I like that. Like the fact that he's not always in shot and he's not always in full shot. Like, sometimes you get a close-up of the mask. Sometimes you just see, like, his upper torso and him doing something, or, you know what I mean? Or, like, you'll just see his hands or just his feet. It's very cleverly done. I like that. There is a cool part, though, where he, basically, it's the best kill of the movie. He basically uses a boat motor to basically dismember some dude. Like, and then he takes one, then he, so like, it's like pushes it down into the dude, takes off one of the blades and throws it at someone that's running away. Then there's the final girl, if you want to call her that, in this, where she's seen all her friends get murdered. And she's got a knife that she's already stabbed Jason once with it, and it didn't kill him. But she's out. They're stood in the forest. Jason's doing the and he's coming towards her. He's got the machete. He's ready to do battle. She's got the knife. She steps forward towards Jason. Jason steps off as if he's going to charge at her, and it ends. Is she coming back? Is this part one? Is there a part two? Is this a preview of something to come? I don't know. It's not explained, and it's kind of just randomly ends. And it ends with a massive, sponsored by Angry Orchard Cider. Because let's not forget, this is just a giant advert for cider. Very weird. Not quite sure I understand what's happening, but we finally get a kind of Jason back. I mean, I'm a fan of Friday the 13th. I've not seen all of them. I've seen the originals. I grew up with Freddy vs. Jason. That's my reference point, and the original Friday the 13th Part 1 and 2. I've seen those. I don't think I've seen all of them, but I've seen chunks. And I've played the games and all that stuff, and I've got loads of the collectibles. I like Jason as a character. I'm just not sure this is the same Jason that we had growing up. Again, I'll reserve judgment until we get more. The Jason universe, stylized with 13, by the way, I love that, is doing stuff. We'll see what happens. Can they ever settle the court case so we can get the proper Jason back and Friday the 13th back as a franchise? I don't know. NECA, the company that make the toys, is on board. They're going to be doing Loads of new Jason figures, which is cool. I'm all up for that. So I'm excited to see where this goes. And video games apparently are in the works. New movies are in the works. So I'm excited. Let's see where this goes. But right now, Jason's just peddling cider. Guys, what were your thoughts on this Friday the 13th? Well, Jason universe. I can't get used to saying that. What were your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't seen it, I will leave a link to the short movie in the description down below. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Until next time, stay super. Bye!